What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today I am headed out to look for some more sheds. Surprise, surprise. No, it's a really nice day today. The weather is awesome, and I've got some other things coming up the next couple days, so I won't be able to get out. And I thought this would be a really good time to take advantage of it and hop out and try to get some sheds. I'm pushing a little bit on time here. It's late in the evening, but thank goodness for the time change. That extra hour of light is really nice. But yeah, we're gonna head out. I've got some other spots I want to grid search. Hopefully that pans out and I can find something. Before we get going out there though, I did want to say, you know, I really appreciate all the support. We're over 100 subscribers now, which is awesome. I love it, and everybody that's subscribed and watching the videos, thank you guys. You make it worthwhile doing this stuff. I really like it. We're on the way now, and we'll be there real soon. So catch you guys in a bit. Well, guys, I figured I'd just explain a little bit about what I'm going to be doing today, since I'm kind of limited on time. What I'm going to do is try to narrow down some really smaller spots today that are likely locations, and then I'm just going to grid search those back and forth, try to cover every inch of them instead of just kind of walking trails and hitting likely spots. I'm just going to take one small piece and just hit it real hard. So we'll see if that works. I don't know. I think that there's some spots here definitely that are holding antlers yet, you know, that I just don't find typically. So we'll go and try to find those today. There are a few good likely spots where I've looked before and found things, and I haven't been there yet this year. So we'll give that a try. We'll go see how it works, and hopefully I can pick something up here on this short day. Stick with me. I'll show you a little bit of what I'm working at here today. And this is this ridge. There's a kind of a smaller ridge. Up on top it opens up a bit, and then it opens up a little bit in the bottom. And the way I decided to do this one today is I'm just gonna go up and down, you know, just zigzag up and down this ridge and just keep working all the way around. It kind of curves, and I'll work the strip of trees that's along the side of the ridge here. This is a spot that was a kind of north facing this winter, and it held snow for a long time, so I haven't been in here at all. So we'll check it out today and see if I can find something. The other thing I'm working with, or kind of is working against me today, is the sun's really bright. So if I get out in the sun, it's hard for me to see. I pulled some dumb moves lately too, and I broke both pairs of really good glasses that I had, sunglasses that were polarized and real quality, which helped a lot when it was sunny days. Even when it was kind of cloudy, I could wear those. So until my new pair comes, I'm kind of flying without them, and it makes it difficult in that sun. But yeah, I'm gonna keep cruising. I'll just keep zigzagging up and down this ridge, you know, go up to the top, go over just a little bit, and then come straight back down, go over, go back up. Giving me a good workout too. As you can tell, I'm always out of breath when I'm talking to you guys, and I apologize for that, but this winter's been long for me, and I weight train, but I don't do cardio, so it makes it tough for me to stay in shape. But I'm getting there now. I've been covering a lot of ground lately, which is good. But yeah, let's keep going here and see what we can find up on this side of this ridge. Hopefully there's something. I don't know, it's a north facing slope, and there was a decent amount of snow here, so I don't know if that's good for finding an antler, but I'm in close proximity to where I found a bunch already this year, and there's a lot of deer activity, a lot of deer sign, so it can't be all that bad. Gotta check it out anyways, and then I can at least cross it off the list and realize that, well, it's not a spot that I'm gonna put too much stock in going forward. I mentioned sunglasses a little bit ago, and that kind of gives me a question. What type of shades do you guys prefer to wear? Before, I was wearing native hardtop sunglasses. They're polarized. They're not the most expensive, but they're not super cheapies. And I had those I've had 3 pairs, and I've had them for like 10 years, and I loved them. And like I said, I broke both pairs. They are warranted, so I'll probably get another pair. But yeah, if you guys have recommendations for shades that are polarized, I prefer polarized, I think, and you know, something that can stand up to a little bit of outdoor use. I'm not rough on them by any means, although I did just break two, but that was freak accident. But yeah, if you guys have recommendations, you know, comment below. That'd be cool. I'm kind of looking at all options right now. Here's kind of the stuff I'm going through. I'm still working that same ridge. I've probably been up and down it 50 times already and haven't really seen a whole lot, but here is a huge scrape here. I'm kind of right in the thick of this Scotch pine grove, which you can't even really get into it. I kind of plowed my way through a bunch of it, and it's nasty thick. I don't think the deer really go in there unless they have to. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but I've noticed a lot more tracks kind of on the edge, walking through this grass and stuff and some of these openings. Yeah, this is really, I mean, it's hammered down here. I never noticed this scrape before. I don't really come over in here. There's a good trail coming off of it, and then one going out into the open behind me. But I'm almost to the end of this ridge. I'm gonna finish it off, and then what I'm gonna do is hop across the valley to the north here, and there's a kind of a south-facing slope that's, I know the deer bed in there because I've seen them go in and bed down when I've been hunting. And it should be pretty good. I would think that could be better than this. I would think it would be. But yeah, we'll keep moving through here and see what I can find over there. I'll head over there in just a second. The hill behind me is where I'm gonna go next. I finished off that other ridge and didn't see anything. Did see a lot of good deer sign, but no antlers. But now I'm gonna cover this, which is a longer hill. I don't know if you can really tell. Things don't show. I don't think terrain shows as well on camera. But it starts kind of on this power line, and then I'm going to work back the other way to the west. And it's a longer hill, and there's more ground to cover. And again, it's got good sun exposure, so I think that could be pretty good. But I'm going to head up there and start right here, go up, down, and keep zigzagging across again, and see. Hopefully I can pick something up. I'm kind of working against the clock still. It's getting late, but I've got time to run this whole ridge, I think. So that should be good. Kind of excited about it. This is one that I think could be great, but let's get going up there and check it out. Whew. I made it to the top of the ridge, crested it, and right here in this little ravine, I think there were 4 deer there. I couldn't quite get the camera on them quick enough, but that's a good sign. Looked like, I don't know what they were. I couldn't tell whether or not they had, I think they were just does. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm severely out of breath coming up this grind. I'll spin you around, you can kind of see what it looks like. It's quite a hill here. But yeah, I'm gonna start down now, and then I'll just keep working across, see what I can pick up. Well, I stop and catch my breath here a minute. I kind of been meaning to talk to you guys about something. One thing I talked about in one of the other videos was the fact that, to me, success isn't always finding antlers or shooting a deer or catching a fish. And hopefully you guys kind of understand that too. I think a lot of you are on the same page as me, and that's awesome. And if you're not, that's cool too. You know, that kind of leads me into the videos that I'm making here. I'm kind of trying to keep it more vlog style, you know, a little more informal, and bring you guys with me regardless of what happens, and then just show you what happens, good or bad. Hopefully you guys understand kind of that's what I'm going for. You know, like this fall, I'll bring you guys with me hunting, kind of show you what I'm doing, you know, if I see something or whatever. But I'm certainly not, I don't have the capacity to have the real high production value like some of the professional shows, that's for sure. I'll kind of just show you what I'm doing and bring you with and show you the deer, and you know, if I get something awesome, I'll you know, hopefully you guys, I'll get that on film as well. But yeah, that's kind of where, you know, what I'm going for. Hopefully that kind of makes sense, and I think everybody kind of understands that. But yeah, I find it kind of refreshing just to be able to bring you guys with and show you what I do, regardless of whether I find something. I mean, I always hope that I find something or have something really cool to show you guys, and you know, I'll do my best to do that. But sometimes, you know, we just get out and do our best and look at what we can find, and I'll bring you guys that too. So that said, I'm gonna keep on moving here. I just made it up this hill. You can kind of see back behind me some of the terrain dealing with on this piece of the property is a lot of pines intermixed with grass and open areas. So it's kind of a cool piece. And it lays differently than the other portions of this property. That's more wooded. There is some more areas like this, but this is really the area with the Scotch pines. And I think that's partially because they're, you know, kind of an invasive. They really pop up fast, so they just kind of keep spreading. I imagine this was all open at some point years ago. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on moving here. I've got to go around this corner and then head back down the hill, and I'll work another chunk too. There's another piece. Kind of just taking in sections and hitting the grid search. Hopefully that pays off. But all right, let's get going. I hope it's not too windy up here, but I'm actually up on a deer stand that my brother built for my dad. My dad's 78, and you know, it's a little tougher for him to weather out some of this cold weather we get during gun season. So he came up here, or he sits up here, and this past year he got his best buck ever right down out of the stand, a nice 3-year-old. So that was pretty good. My dad grew up hunting public land in the kind of the middle part of the state, and for anybody that's hunted some of that stuff, you know, it's, at least it always used to be a real tough prospect for getting a mature deer. But yeah, so we were real happy with that this year. But what I'm doing today is kind of just up here, I can glass around. I do have my binos. I'm just kind of looking over some of these open spots to see if I can maybe spot something. I do see that down behind me in these briars, there's a bunch of dead, or spots where rabbits were killed. So that's kind of taking care of some of those, I guess. There are a ton of them down in here in the sumac and stuff. But no antlers yet. I'm gonna work the rest of this side hill. I've got a little bit left. It goes out to a point, and then I'm gonna go across and work that side hill right over there. It's kind of a south-facing slope, and we'll see if I can get something in there. But I always like looking up here. It's a nice view too. I really like the times I've sat in this stand. It's nice to be able to just look out across this whole valley and maybe see something way out in one of those little openings out there, which is cool. We also have a food plot down here, and right now it's in rough shape. I mentioned maybe on the last video or a couple of videos ago that they were kind of neglected this past year and or this last year. So this year I've got a lot of work to do again to get them back in good shape. But anyhow, today I better keep moving. I'm gonna hop down and keep going across this ridge, and like I said, hop to the south ridge and then work my way back towards the truck. The truck's down that way. And then one of these days when I have a little bit more time, I'm gonna go further onto the property. I'm about halfway up on this side of the property, and I'm gonna finish that stuff up there. I've got couple more ridge sides and a bottom to grid search, so that'll be good. I'm pretty sure up there I'm gonna find something. But alrighty, catch up with you in a bit. All right, I was just talking a little bit ago that I was gonna finish up this hill and then hop onto the next side hill, and lo and behold, walking up through the sumac, I find something white sticking up, and we'll walk up here. I haven't taken a look at it yet. Looks to be an old one, that's for sure. Gotta like that. I'll pick it up here. Oh yeah, a little guy. Started a split brow there, that's pretty cool. Definitely at least a year old. I don't know how old, but I'm no expert. But yeah, I know for sure it wasn't this year. Maybe not even last, I don't know. Cool, that's really neat. Yeah, the sumac seems like it gets pretty thick, and they like to come up here in bed, and again, this is good sun exposure. So I don't know, it seems like there's definitely something to that. And it's right off this food plot. But yeah, cool, I'm happy about that. I'll take that any day. Nice to get one on the board again. I think that's number 12 for me, I think, this year. So that's pretty cool. But well, I'm gonna keep cruising this side hill. Maybe I'll find the other side or something, and then I'll actually, yeah, I'll cruise this side hill and then I'll go to the next ridge. Well, I'm on the last ridge now that I'm gonna look, and as it's getting later, which the sun's getting close to going down, I'm finding myself compromising a little bit on my plans. Originally, I was just gonna run this whole ridge, but now that it's, you know, getting close to dark, I'm finding myself just kind of hitting the best spots first, grid searching those, and then coming back, and if I have time, I'll go and finish up everything else, the real thick stuff that I don't really want to walk through right now. But yeah, still just that one antler, and definitely a lot of deer sign in here. Wow, it's hammered. It's just off a couple of our food plots, and I think that kind of helps keep the deer around for sure. But yeah, it's pounded with tracks and sign, which is good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving here quick, and hopefully I find something. If I don't, I'll wrap up back by the truck and talk to you guys in a little bit. Well, I think that's gonna about do it for today. Just found this one antler, nice little, at least a year old antler, probably from last year. But did cover some good ground today, can cross a few more things off the list, and I feel pretty confident that the stuff I covered will not yield any more antlers. I mean, I'm sure there's a good chance I missed something in there, but I covered it pretty good, so I feel pretty good about moving on to another spot. But that said, I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos, and hopefully if you guys get out, you have good luck and can find some sheds, or at least enjoy going. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, have a great day.